Let's start with the Jacksonville Jaguars having dispatched Doug Marrone today, and they've got a ton of cap space. They've got a general manager position and a coaching position open, so you know that entices a bunch of coaches who have their own handpicked general manager in mind. You also had an owner today, Shad Khan, say that, interestingly enough, he said he had roster control for 2020 and plans to keep it for now. How do you see all of this playing out with Trevor Lawrence also getting set to arrive for whoever wants this job?
Well, the widespread chatter is that it's Urban Meyer's job if he wants it. And the reason that's the widespread chatter, Rich, is he's telling people that. He's lining up the staff. He's going to be able to hire a GM. He has reached out to potential GMs who would join him in Jacksonville. It's his if he wants it. I've heard he wants $12 million a year, which isn't all that crazy. If Matt Rule's getting $9 million a year right out of the gates from Baylor to Carolina, and you're going to hire Urban Meyer to run the show, and he's as accomplished as he is, $12 million is not crazy when you consider what coaches are making. And you know, I thought they were hanging on to Marrone until they knew that they were going to get Meyer. Now, look, this doesn't necessarily mesh with the spirit of the Rooney Rule to line up Meyer before you fire Marrone and then go check the boxes on interviewing minority candidates, but that wouldn't be the first time it's happened, and there's nothing the league can really do about it. But it's all pointing toward Urban Meyer at this point. And as of yesterday, the understanding was it's his if he wants it, and the question was, does he want it?
So he doesn't want the Jet job because he likes Justin Fields so much? I mean, he doesn't want that, Mike?
Well,
what do you?
Hey,
I know
that's going to get very interesting. That game Friday night. Look, and I understand Trevor Lawrence is regarded as a generational talent, and there's a huge gap between him and Justin Fields.
Yes.
But you know, if you go to Jacksonville, you don't have to use that number 1 overall pick. You could do a flip-flop with the Jets. If the Jets want Trevor Lawrence, you get Justin Fields, and you pick up more draft capital in the process. So, you know, it doesn't mean that he won't get Fields. He doesn't have to get Fields with the first overall pick. But that's definitely going to be a factor if he ends up in Jacksonville.
And this brings us all full circle, which is tank when you have the opportunity to do it. Because you don't...
And see, the Jaguars did it more subtly. They go with Mike Glennon instead of Gardner Minshew, right? In Week 16 when it still was...
Don't forget Jake Luton. Don't forget Jake Luton.
James Robinson while he was banged up. Well, he's not going to play this week. And it's not in prime time. There's a way to do it that isn't as obvious, and I think the Jaguars were far more subtle about it.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.